If you built your Amazon brand more than a few years ago, I've got some horrible news for you. The exact playbook that got you here is the exact same thing that is killing your margin and killing your sales if you haven't already noticed. And most founders that are already doing this won't even notice this until it's way too late and they're saying, why did my sales drop 25%? Back in 2016, winning on Amazon was almost embarrassingly easy. You'd find a product on Alibaba, you'd slap your own label on it, you'd ship it in, stuff your title full of keywords, and within a day, actually sometimes even within a couple hours, you'd be sitting at the top. It was a whole game. Now, it didn't feel that easy during the time, but after we see how easy it was. And the problem is that game is completely dead. And if you're still running any of your version of that in 2026, you're not competing at all. So for context here, I built and sold a CPG brand on Amazon. I started in 2016, the exact year that everyone points to. It was 10 years ago. It was the easiest era. And then I exited a few years later. So I've lived on both versions of this platform. First, let me take you back for just a second. It's 2016. I'm starting a gummy vitamin brand. It's called Vitafive. Everybody around me in the Amazon world is doing the same lazy thing. They're looking over at trade shows. They're picking a product off the shelf that 10 other people are already buying. They throw a logo on the box and they call it a brand. Fast money, no product development, no real thought. But I made a different call. So I decided to actually build something, a real formula, real packaging that people wanted to keep on the counter, a brand that my customers could trust to put in their kids' mouths every single morning. That looked honestly like a dumb move. It took me much more money. I was doing things the way that other people weren't doing. They were cashing checks while I was still in product development. Here's what happened. Amazon changed. The fees started coming in. The competition flooded in. And one by one, those fast money sellers slowly started getting wiped out because they never had anything real. Vitafive, it did survive. It grew and it ended up in an exit that I'm proud of. So let's break down exactly what this is and what actually changed. Number one, the product bar didn't just rise, it got brutal. In 2016, differentiation meant a different color label. Okay, that was it. You just sell a little bit different, identical product, different thing. If it looked prettier, you'd end up buying it. That does not fly at all anymore. Consumers are much smarter than that today. Today, you've got to actually go deeper. Real unique bundling, patented improvements, a formula or a feature that your competitor physically cannot copy because you own it. And the reason this matters to you specifically is if your hero product is something that a competitor can source and undercut tomorrow, you do not have a brand. All you have is a placeholder. It's just a product. And Amazon is full of people wanting to take your spot, and I promise you they'll come out and do it. Number two, and this one is a killer, the Fee Gauntlet, okay? In 2016, your fees were simple. Referral fee, fulfillment fee, done. You could do the back of the napkin math and figure it out really quickly. Nowadays, honestly, it is incredibly difficult to look at a P&L before you launch a product. Amazon keeps inventing these new fees, and honestly, it's obnoxious. Inbound placement fees, low storage, low inventory, inventory aging fees, and they just continually add more and more. I promise you next year they're gonna have more out there that you never even thought about. It's a machine designed to take a few more points of your margin every quarter so that theirs can look better. Here's the trap that I see founders fall into constantly though. You priced your product back in 2021, you ran the math, it worked, you moved on, and you haven't touched it since. Now you're drowning in fees and you can't figure out why you're not profitable. Amazon, now they've touched it quietly. It's fee by fee, they've added a little bit more here, eat your margin there, and now you're selling at a break even or even worse, selling at a loss where you don't even know how to do any of this stuff. I see this stuff all the time. There's all these businesses for sale that were really, really profitable that have not had any change on their side, but Amazon's fees have changed. The reason that I bring this up, most founders are managing their PPC and totally ignoring all the fee creep underneath it, okay? They're not operating the business as a full business. You can run the best ad strategy in the world, but if you haven't rerun your true unit economics in the last 6 months, you're flying blind, I promise you. The winners of 2026, they know the real landed cost, the fully loaded cost per unit sold. The losers are just guessing on this. They're just taking their gross margin and assuming it's everything. Number three, remember that move, the one that Amazon loves more than anything. This is it, okay? External traffic arbitrage. There is nothing that Amazon loves more than a seller who brings their own customers to their platform. Every retailer loves this. Walgreens loves it, Target loves it, Walmart loves it, everyone loves it. Amazon especially loves it, and the cool thing is Amazon actually rewards you for it. So when you send traffic from TikTok or your newsletter or from your website or from anywhere else, Amazon looks at that as you're their favorite child. Why? Because you just made them more money without them having to spend a dime on acquisition costs. You spent the money. So they reward you, not just in a discounted fee, but better organic rank, more visibility. They'll literally pay you back percentage of the sale through their brand referral bonus. Not only will they pay you, it will start the flywheel going. Your organic starts going up and up and up. Your conversion is substantially higher on Amazon versus your channel. This is literally the omni-channel flywheel, and it is absolutely massive right now. TikTok to Amazon is huge. A creator posts a customer searches your brand on Amazon, buys, converts, and that conversion velocity is going to tell Amazon's algorithm you are the real deal, push them up higher on their organic rank, which then gets you more sales, which then feeds the flywheel again and again. And the reason that this is the most important one on the list, in 2016, you could win living entirely inside of Amazon. In 2026, the founders pulling away from the pack all have an outside engine feeding the platform. If every customer that you have only ever found you by searching on Amazon, you're leaving the single biggest advantage on the table. Number 4, the death of keyword stuffing. So back in 2016, keyword stuffing, it flat out worked. You cram a bunch in your title, change it the next day, and you would immediately be on the top 3 position as long as your competitors hadn't caught up to it yet. It was a glitch and we all abused it, right? It was totally worthwhile. It's completely gone. Amazon's whole search ecosystem now runs on AI, okay? I think it's still got a good while to go with that, but their systems are reading for intent, for behavior, not for how many times that you've crammed a word into your title. In fact, stuffing your listing will hurt you massively. The AI reads it as spam and a bad customer experience. People want to read what is this product and see this. So here's the shift that you have to make though. You're not writing for a keyword crawler anymore. You're writing for an AI that's trying to figure out if your product is genuinely the best answer for what that specific customer is shopping for. It's looking at your conversion rate, your reviews, your relevance, the whole picture, all the images, all of the reviews, every single piece of feedback. And the reason that this matters is the old SEO tricks aren't just less effective, they are straight up a liability. The founders winning now optimize for their relevance and their conversion, because that's what the machine rewards. Amazon will reward you if you've hit the algorithm that you want to do. You've got to feed it proof that you actually deserve the top spot. Last one, number 5, and honestly, this is the silver lining in this whole video, okay? Amazon used to let anyone sell anything on Amazon, truly anything. And unfortunately with that, we've all seen this. It opened the floodgates to a ton of garbage. Honestly, I don't even trust most of the supplements out there anymore. Gummy bears in a bottle, it was most of the time just gummy bears, not gummy vitamins, right? Amazon is completely done with it, which is actually amazing. Now, again, this goes back to what we said earlier. If you don't do this stuff the right way, you're not going to have a long-lasting brand, which is great for those that have been doing it the right way. Compliance is continuing to climb. The documentation, verification, testing, the bar to even be allowed to sell on Amazon is going up. Less sellers are going into Amazon, and every year more the amateurs and scammers are getting filtered out. We'll continue to see this through 2026. Now here's why I call this the silver lining and why you should be actually cheering for it. Because all of these little people out there that are trying to just get a quick paycheck, they're getting kicked off. They're gradually disappearing. Every scammy seller can't pass the compliance. They don't know how to win. They don't know how to create an actual good product. They just found something on Alibaba. The professional filter, it is painful if you are cutting corners. But if you're actually a real operator building a good brand, this is the gift that keeps on giving. The reason I'm telling you this is because most founders see rising compliance as a headache. Flip it, okay? This is a moat. The harder Amazon makes it to play, the more valuable your spot becomes, as long as you built this to be the clear bar. So here is the honest problem. Operating at this level, knowing your true economics, running the external traffic flywheel, feeding Amazon's AI signals, the right signals, staying ahead of the compliance bar, all of it, all at once. This is a full-time job. Most founders can't do all 5 and run their business. And that's exactly why I started Revive. We're an Amazon advertising agency. We do all things Amazon, better for you CPG brands, supplements, functional beverages, snacks, clean care, and we run this playbook every single day. For founders, for executives who are exactly where you're at. If you're feeling all 5 of these all at once, and you know your current setup is still running the old 2016 game, let's talk. First, link in the description, or head to revivemp.com and book a call. We'll look at your account. I'll tell you straight what everything is. I'll tell you the exact 2026 playbook that you need to be going after. I'll see you in the next one.